Bundesliga SV Darmstadt 98 vs Augsburg prediction, team news, lineups preview. Relegation favorites SV Darmstadt 98 welcome Augsburg to the Merck-Stadion in the Bundesliga on Saturday afternoon. In a meeting between two of the weakest defenses in Europe's top 5 leagues, Augsburg will still have one eye on qualifying for Europe, while the hosts look destined for the drop. Match preview. Darmstadt's club record winless run continued last weekend, but they did at least pick up a point away to Werder Bremen, drawing 1-1. Just getting something from the encounter was important. A week after falling to a very disappointing defeat at home to 10-man Stuttgart. It extends that winless streak to 16 games though, as Torsten Lieberknecht's men have taken just 6 points from a possible 48. The Lilies desperately need points in this encounter, as next up is a back-to-back run of games against RB Leipzig and Bayern Munich. Any chance of surviving outright looks near impossible at this stage, as there is a 12-point gap to Bochum in 15th, but Köln are just 4 points above them in the relegation playoff spot. No team has ever survived with so few points at this stage of a Bundesliga season though. And their tally of 52 goals conceded offers little to be optimistic about. Augsburg come into the game on the back of a much-needed victory last weekend, which ended a 4-game winless spell for Jess Thorup's side. Extending Freiburg's miserable run with a 2-1 success was just Augsburg's second win in 10 games, and it required late goals from Felix Udukai and Arne Engels to turn the game around. Coming immediately after a poor defeat to Mainz was also useful, but they must ensure they do not slip up against another side cut adrift in the bottom 3 if they want to continue to strive for Europe. Qualification for continental competition is a realistic target for any side above the drop zone given how tight it is in mid-table, but after already losing to Darmstadt this season. Another defeat to the league's weakest side would more than likely end Augsburg's hopes. Keeping a clean sheet would be a good start, as the Fuggerstadter are the only club in the Bundesliga yet to achieve one after 23 games. As even their upcoming opponents have 2 despite their dismal defensive record. Team news. Marvin Mellum broke a bone in his lower leg during the draw with Bremen last week, ending his season, with manager Lieberknecht unable to put a timeframe on his return. Fabian Schnellhardt and Fabian Nürnberger also suffered injuries in their previous outings and will miss out here, while Matthias Bader's hamstring issue is likely to see him sidelined. Gerrit Holtmann was expected to return last weekend but has suffered a recurrence of a thigh issue and is still doubtful here, while Braden Manu is still not match fit after returning from an ankle injury. While Jeffrey Gaualou will be able to return from suspension this weekend, Mads Pedersen's red card against Mainz 2 weeks ago means he is still banned for Augsburg. On the injury front, the visitors have just one player absent, and that is Patrick Pfeiffer, who is suffering with a hip issue. SV Darmstadt 98 possible starting lineup. Schuhen, Zimmerman, Jasula, Maglica, Skark, Franjic, Holland, Carrick, Justvan, Polter, Holtmann. Augsburg possible starting lineup. Dahmen, Mbabu, Goalu, Udukai, Iago, Jakic. Engels, Rexbeckage, Vargas, Demirovic, Tietz. We say, SV Darmstadt 98 1-1 Augsburg. Darmstadt got their only away win of the season so far in the reverse fixture, and after getting a draw last weekend against the only other side they have beaten this season. Werder Bremen, another could be possible here. Augsburg's form has hardly set the world alight in the past few months with just 2 wins in 10, and a recent defeat to Mainz suggests this will not be as straightforward as it appears on paper. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.